Today I'm bringing you a song that you must know for sure, Time After Time by Cyndi Lauper. This album, I think most of us have it in our houses. It includes a lot of hits, as actually is announced here. Girls Just Want to Have Fun, Money Changes Everything, Cheap Up, Time After Time, All Through the Night. Amazing songs feature in this album. And today I'm going to be exploring this song using my Moog Model D that is here behind me, the Juno-60 that is actually a very important piece, and also I'm going to be inviting my son to perform the guitar. And finally the LinnDrum, that is the one that I'm going to be using for the drums. This song was actually written with Hyman. He was part of the band the Hooters, and together they actually wrote this song, and the title Time After Time actually comes from a movie. Cyndi Lauper saw the TV guide title and she watched the movie Time After Time. That is a movie with Malcolm McDowell as H.G. Wells, and it is about a time machine that it was stolen by Jack the Ripper. So this character has to follow him from 1893 to 1979 to stop him to keep killing. If you know the story of Jack the Ripper, is this story of this guy that killed a lot of women. So it is I haven't seen the movie. Let me know if you watched the movie before, but it sounds like a science fiction crazy plot, but she got the title from that. And also, it was recorded at Plant Studios in New York, and Time After Time is one of these songs that is a slow song. It's very simple. There's not a lot of arrangements. There's a guitar, as I mentioned. There's a pad. There's a second keyboard, the bass, drums, and that's it. And I'm not gonna keep it long because I'm pretty sure you know this song. And also in the video clip, she mentioned at some point that there is a part where she cries and she wanted to cry for real. She had some kind of training, and you have Time After Time. I personally like this song a lot. Cyndi Lauper obviously reminds me the era of MTV, video clips, colors, 80s. You cannot go more 80s than this album by Cyndi Lauper. And I think it's gonna be a fun song to explore. And again, it's a very simple song, but very effective. I don't think it needs more. And I mentioned that in many songs. I think when tracks are simple, actually, I admire that because they don't need to color it with many things. It's just like simple elements and you have an amazing song. The case of Joe Jackson with Stepping Out, obviously this one, and many other tracks that we've been exploring here on Nostalgic Explorer. Remember to like and subscribe. I really appreciate if you just click like, and obviously you hype and comment. I love your comments. Remember, I'm always replying there, so you can see all my answers there, and I love spending time just like reading to your stories and the first time that you listen to the track. So let me know also about this song. When is the first time that you listened to this song by Cyndi Lauper? Where were you? What memories brings you? Do you still like it? Do you don't like it? Do you think it's too commercial or it's not? Let me know. So with no further ado, let's begin. Okay, so we have the organ slash synth, and for this I'm using my Juno-60, the patch number 43, and I just modify a little bit of things, basically the sub oscillator, just turn it down a little bit, and that's it, and I think we can record. Okay, so then we have the chorus part. And then we have this part that is in the verse, it's a synth. So I just modified the preset number 43 with the frequency. Okay, so now we are gonna record the bass, and for this I'm using my Moog Minimoog Model D, which I love. And for this I am just using the oscillator number 1. The first part goes something like this, and let's record. And that's pretty much our bass. Okay, and then we have the drums, and for this I'm using my LinnDrum, which I think it works really nice. I think it was used for this album, but let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you like this exploration. I have so much fun. Cyndi Lauper is such a fun artist to work on it, and again, the production of this is simple, but it's an amazing song. I like this song, and every time I hear it, I like it actually. And just a little facts about this. Cyndi Lauper mentioned at some point that her favorite cover of this song is actually one by Miles Davis. He recorded an album called The Music of Miles Davis that includes a lot of covers actually. I think it's in the late 80s, beginning of the 90s, but you let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. Also, this song is being featured in a lot of movies, but a few of them is Nebraska, The Adam Project, Up in the Air, and also one of my favorites, Napoleon Dynamite. So this song, and you hear it in commercials and many other TV shows and other things. So yeah, this song is very popular. It reminds me also of The Goonies, but this is not a song that was used in The Goonies. I have to clarify that, but it reminds me of that because of my childhood. But that's around the time that I listened to Cyndi Lauper. Cyndi Lauper was playing all the time on the radio, on MTV, and everywhere. Let me know in the comments what are your thoughts. Did you like this recreation? And also send me your suggestions, and if you leave me in the comments, I will be more than happy to read the comments. I love when you just write and tell me when is the first time that you listen to the song or the story behind the song. Some of you have shared amazing stories behind that, so thank you so much, and I always take the time to answer to your comments. Also, you're gonna be able to download the stems on my Patreon. You're gonna have two versions, the raw stems with no effects, no processing or anything, and the other one with effects. So you're gonna be able to have all the plugins that I applied. I use Logic Pro to apply all the plugins and edit the tracks. So you're gonna have the synths and also the guitar by my son that I really appreciate his contribution to this track. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. That will help me a lot to reach out 20,000 subscribers. That will be amazing. So just click subscribe, like, hype, whatever you want. It's totally for free. And that will help me to keep building and creating these amazing songs and reimagine these tracks. And remember, I reimagined these tracks. It's not an exact recreation. These scenes were not totally used on this track. I am almost sure the LinnDrum was used and the Juno-60, but let me know in the comments what scenes you think were used in this track. Thank you so much for watching and see you in another nostalgic exploration.